Imagine a ship, once a beacon of hope, now a tomb, lying dormant beneath Pandora's alien skies for over a decade. Suddenly, a human figure awakens, disoriented and screaming, ripping at his restraints. This isn't just any human, it's Colonel Miles Quaritch, or rather, recombinant Avatar clone, reanimated with his original memories. He's back, bluer, taller, and more lethal, armed with the memories of his past defeat and an insatiable thirst for revenge. Welcome back, cinematic explorers, to a deep dive into Avatar, The Way of Water. Today, we unravel the epic journey of the Sully family as they fight to protect their new home and each other. Get ready for stunning visuals, emotional stakes, and a story that truly flows like water. Thank you for joining us on this cinematic adventure, your support means the world. Quaritch's clone watches a final message from his deceased human self, affirming his mission. His primary target, Jake Sully, the Torek Makto, who led the Na-6 resistance against humanity. The reborn Quaritch immediately assumes command of a new, recon squad, all clones of deceased Marines. Meanwhile, Jake Sully, now fully Na-6, lives peacefully with his family, Neytiri, his wife, Medium, his eldest son, Lo-AK, his rebellious younger son, Tuk, his youngest daughter, and Kiri, his adopted daughter, a mystery child of Dr. Grace Augustine's avatar. Also with them is Spider, a human boy abandoned on Pandora, who grew up alongside the Sully children and sees himself as Na-6. Jake, a stern but loving father, scolds Medium and Lo-AK after they are nearly caught by Sky People patrols. He emphasizes discipline and safety, especially with the renewed threat of human invasion. Neytiri gently reminds Jake that their family is not a military unit, highlighting their differing approaches to parenting. Kiri, with her unique connection to Iowa, often finds herself lost in trance-like states, worrying her family and the human scientists, Norm Spellman and Max Patel. General Ardmore, the new commander of the RDA, outlines humanity's dire situation, Earth is dying, and Pandora is their new hope. Jake Sully's raids are disrupting their supply lines, making him a priority target. Quaritch's recoms are designed to blend in, to move through Pandora without triggering Iowa's defensive response. The Sully kids, along with Spider, venture into a forbidden battle zone where they discover Quaritch's old abandoned suit and equipment. Lo-AK tries to report their findings but they are quickly ambushed by Quaritch's recon squad. In the ensuing chaos, Quaritch recognizes Spider, his biological son, and captures him along with the Sully children. Neytiri, a fierce warrior, attacks the recoms to rescue her children, showcasing her lethal prowess. While the Sully children escape, Spider is recaptured and taken by Quaritch. Realizing his family is the target, Jake makes the agonizing decision to leave the Omaticaya clan to protect them. He believes that by going off-grid, Quaritch will lose their trail. Quaritch uses Spider to try and locate Jake, but Spider, despite being human, fiercely protects the Sullys. Quaritch, surprisingly, shows a paternal-like interest in Spider, a memory of his human self-son. He offers Spider a place with his team, promising protection from the scientists, if Spider helps him understand the Na-6. Jake informs the Omaticaya of his departure, choosing to sacrifice his leadership for his family's safety. The Sully family travels to the Metkayina clan, a group of reef people led by Oloiktan Tanawari and Sahik Ronald. The Metkayina are wary of the forest people, who are unaccustomed to the ocean, and Ronald expresses skepticism about their demon blood. Neytiri's past as the mate of Torek Makto earns them begrudging sanctuary. Jake promises they will learn the way of water and adapt to their new home. Jake gathers his family, reminding them of their bond and resilience, a mantra to get through their challenges. Syria, Tanawari's daughter, teaches the Sully children how to bond with the Ilu, marine creatures vital to the Metkayina. They also learn freediving techniques, emphasizing breath control and mental calm. Lo-AK, ever the rebel, tries to bond with a Tulkun, a whale-like sentient species, against the Metkayina's rules. The Sully children face bullying from Aonung, Tanawari's son, and his friends for their demon blood and 4 fingers. Lo AK, defending Kiri, gets into a fight, leading to disciplinary action from Jake. Later, Aon, as an apology, invites Lo AK to hunt outside the reef, a dangerous area. Lo AK gets separated and encounters Payakan, a large Tulkun with a missing fin, rumored to be an outcast killer. Payakan saves Lo AK from a predatory creature, and the two form a deep bond. Kiri shares with Jake her profound spiritual connection to Iwa, feeling the planet's heartbeat and breath. At the Cove of the Ancestors, Kiri attempts to connect with the spirit tree, hoping to meet her biological mother, Grace. This intense connection triggers a severe seizure, causing alarm and fear among her family. Human doctors diagnose her with epilepsy and warn against further attempts to connect with the spirit tree. Quaritch, still hunting Jake, receives intermittent radar signals of a rogue gunship, which he believes indicates Jake's location. He allies with Captain Scoresby, a ruthless Tulkun hunter, to use the Tulkun as bait to draw out Jake. The Tulkun return from their migration, a joyous occasion for the Metkayina, unaware of the impending danger. Quaritch and Scoresby's crew raid a Metkayina village, terrorizing the inhabitants and threatening Ronald to force them to reveal Jake's whereabouts. The villagers, though threatened, remain silent, upholding their code of hospitality. Scoresby begins a brutal Tulkun hunt, targeting mothers and calves, knowing this will enrage the Metkayina and Jake. Ian Garvin, a marine biologist on Scoresby's crew, voices his disgust at the senseless slaughter of these highly intelligent beings for their anti-aging Amrita. Ronald discovers the body of a Tulkun mother and her calf, her spirit sister, murdered by Scoresby's crew, fueling her desire for vengeance. Jake tries to explain the Sky People's destructive nature, urging the Metkayina to tell the Tulkun to flee. Tonawari and Ronald, however, refuse to abandon their Tulkun brothers and sisters, preparing for war. Lo AK, driven by his bond with Payakan, defies Jake's orders and sets out to warn his Tulkun friend of the danger. Medium, Kiri, Tuk, Aon, and Cyria follow Lo AK, caught in his reckless mission. They encounter Scoresby's ship attacking Payakan and are soon caught in the crossfire. Jake receives Lo AK's desperate distress call, confirming his family is now directly in harm's way. The Metkayina, with Jake and Neytiri, mobilize for battle, setting off for the hunting grounds. During the chaotic battle, the children manage to disable a pinger, a device used to track Tulkun, but are then captured. Quaritch captures the Sully children and Spider, using them as leverage to draw out Jake. He attempts to trade the children for Jake, a direct confrontation between the two. Jake attempts to surrender to save his children, but Neytiri unleashes her fury, attacking Quaritch's crew with Payakan's help. A full-scale battle erupts between the Nausicaa, the Tulkun, and Scoresby's technologically advanced crew. Medium, displaying his bravery, helps Lo AK and Spider escape from the sinking ship. Tragically, Medium is shot during the escape, sustaining a fatal wound. He dies in Jake and Neytiri's arms, a devastating blow to the family. Quaritch, now holding Kiri and Tuk hostage in the rapidly sinking ship, again demands Jake's surrender. A grief-stricken Jake rallies Neytiri, vowing to rescue their daughters. Spider, torn between his biological father and adopted family, guides Jake and Neytiri through the submerged vessel. Neytiri confronts Quaritch, holding Spider at knife point, mirroring Quaritch's earlier threat to Kiri. She threatens to kill Spider, forcing Quaritch to release Kiri and Tuk. The ship continues to sink, trapping Jake, Lo AK, and Quaritch underwater. Kiri uses her unique connection to Iwa to summon bioluminescent creatures, saving Neytiri and Tuk from drowning. Lo AK finds Jake trapped and, drawing on his way of water training, helps his father escape from the wreckage. Jake, finally accepting Lo AK's strength, acknowledges his son's bravery. The family reunites, heartbroken but resolute, honoring Medium's memory. Spider, after saving Quaritch from drowning, chooses to return to the Sully family. The Metkayina clan accepts the Sullus as their own, offering them a true home. Jake, no longer running, embraces his role as protector and warrior, vowing to make a stand against humanity. And there you have it, a journey through Avatar, the Way of Water that explores family, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond with Pandora. What an incredible experience, right? If you loved this recap and want more cinematic breakdowns, please hit that like button, share this video with your fellow movie buffs, and subscribe for more amazing content. And tell me in the comments below, what was your favorite moment from The Way of Water? Until next time, keep exploring the magic of movies.